Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka, give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. He'll bring it back looking for help, and the returner will be dragged down. So the Pitt Panthers return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Going to the running game. Gets away from one. He's got space. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus runner.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Grabs it in the middle. At the 35, he's open. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Back open in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to power their way ahead. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Gets it out quickly. Excellent job working through the air.
Gotta love tugging.
Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. The give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Short gain on the play before he slides. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Now they'll run the draw. They've got it inside.
Yeah, I
40
think
at the 39 as they pick up the
I think they're in the ACC. I'm in the ACC with them, I think. And since it's a rivalry game, it's a protected rivalry game. So those games are like favored to happen.
And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And he makes a completion, and they're set up and in business at the 20. Pitt now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Yeah, I think they're pretty close to each other, actually. They're both in Pennsylvania.
I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Harris will throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Yeah, it's the greatest untalked about rivalry in all of sports. Very cordial rivalry.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Working that left side now. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and miss the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Harris back to pass. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but now before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Blasted as he lets it go. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5. The Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes his connection. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. It's caught. Oh, he got loose. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Bush. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Farmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here to make something happen on this side of the football.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickoff.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quick strike complete. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On second down, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. Pittsburgh going to work with the fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, it's second down. Harris will throw. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Oh, spins away. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On second down, wants to throw it. Works the middle of the field. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Harris back to pass. Getting some heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scrambling away. Got out of trouble and throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, give on the inside. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? Unloads to the wideout. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off play action on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Harris will throw. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's reeled in. It's Bush. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches. And see.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking left. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a...
And the sack! All the way back at the 5.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options they're going to do. They're going to run the football, be conservative, or they're going to to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Harris back to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand. Listen.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, you got to be careful when you're throwing the football over the middle of the field because these windows close really quickly. And you saw it on that last play. Great job by the defense coming away with the pick.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
If you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
The play action fake. And the quarterback is snowed under. Pitt will line up to punt it away.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming.
example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progression.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
He's going to pass on second down. He's right on target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. He's going to throw deep right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got to stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And the ball's out there after it. And the defense has it there going the other way. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll start this drive firing. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A strike downfield. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out fast. At the 45 on his way. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And here's the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's lobbed into the air, and that one's going to be picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Butler. Tackled after picking up the first down. Pittsburgh now has it in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Trying to get to him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And he missed it. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be knocked down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking to pass on second down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's response.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch it.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going, but now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.